but I want to welcome everybody to my channel, The Candy Shop. I am so excited. The Candy Shop. So this is my story time, The Candy Shop. Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Candy Shop. Well, welcome to Champagne and Things. I'm Candace.
I'm so debonair. I'll be dancing until you play the intro. I'm gonna cut off when I'm doing it.
Well, but this is Champagne and Things, where we talk about some crazy topics. Lately, we've been doing hot topics, so
Yeah, we have it.
I do want to get to some of the more crazier ones later on. I do want to say shout out to Lamar. Thanks for joining. Hey, and Cocktails with Lovable Lee. Thank you for joining again. I've been seeing you religiously now. Cocktails with Lovable Lee. I like it. Hey, Chi-Town Naja girl. She said, welcome to the Candy Shop. Tonight, Candy and So Debonair are bringing hot topics to the table. Hey, Peaches. Good to see you. And Cheryl, Liberian Cayenne Pepper. Good to see you as well.
I'm on full name. I love all that.
Yes, I love it too. That's why I read it every time. So how have you been?
I have been good. So, I went on vacation over the weekend again. I met Busy in real life. That was very fun.
Was he taller than you?
I think he was taller than me.
Really? Wow, because you're tall too.
We kind of feel like we're the same height because of my hair. So
okay. Well, it looks fun.
We had a really good time together. It was kind of like I already knew him though. So that was fun. And then, we did our lives together. We definitely did the interview with Brian from Candy and the Gang. So please check that out, y'all. And we might have some new stuff coming up soon.
Yes, I love it. I wish you could secure somebody like that for Champagne and Things.
Listen, you know what? I was telling Busy this other day. I said, normally, like, that's what my show would have been about normally. So the stuff that I would do with everybody else, I wanted to do that stuff. And it was crazy because the reason why I even reached out to him was because Busy was like, see if I can get some egg rolls. We can do it on YouTube when I come to Maryland. Yes. And Brian was like, restaurant coming soon. We want some egg rolls. And I was like, well, listen, I was like, let me shoot my shot. Hey, if it's cool, or y'all do interviews. He said, yes. He said, book me. So I did.
Wow. Okay. Is he a nutshell? I'm laughing. You're talking about Busy. Yeah, he seemed like a mess. I watched y'all riding in the car picking up donuts.
Yes. No, he was. Who was it picking up donuts?
What Krispy Kreme or something. Y'all went to.
He did that like a day before I got there. We did something else. Then we were just riding in the car.
Y'all picked up something.
Oh, we picked up Chinese food. That's what it was.
And he threw the bag in your lap.
Yeah, it was Chinese food.
Well, my week has been good. I've been rocking and rolling with these shows and working. And this.
Okay.
I'm here on fumes, but we're gonna do this.
Listen, I'm here on fumes too, and I'm down with it. You know what? Honestly, I feel like the three of us would have fun in real life together.
Yes. So the next time you go to DC, because my best friend lives in DC, I want to go. Yes.
Okay. Well, I will let you know. I'm going to schedule one like soon though. So
let me know.
Okay.
If it's a weekend, yes, I can go.
It's going to be on a weekend, definitely.
Awesome. Well, let's get into these topics. The first one that I actually do want to talk about is T.I. and the situation with the comedian who he felt like disrespected him by telling jokes about his charges and the case and everything that's been going on. This man hijacked this lady's show and kind of went off. And the part that's bothering me, we're going to watch the video first and then we'll do some commentary on it. The part that's bothering me is what I'm going to show y'all. So bear with me while I share my screen. I was trying to do it like a video file, but I was struggling.
Does it make you converted?
Yeah. I mean, well, I couldn't even figure out how to save it, but let me go ahead and share it.
Okay.
And let me start it over. This is
Don't play with me about that. Hey. Don't play with me about that. I'm not. The one thing I am is a comedian. I'm not playing with you. See, now you're getting misunderstood. This is not a rap battle. This is not that. This is a mother comedy show. And be clear, if I want to make jokes about something, I'll make jokes about something. Absolutely. No, you're not going to tell me to shut the fuck This is my. Be very clear. This is no way.
I don't like See what she said?
Yeah.
You know what she said, right?
What was she saying? So
she said, I say that you are worth somebody. And he said, I don't play about that R word shit at SHIT.
OMG.
That's what it was. I know I heard him say that. She said, I never said you did that to anybody. But she said, I didn't say that you are worth anybody. And he said, because he kept saying, I don't play with that R word shit.
And Liberian Liberian cayenne pepper. I'm in Georgia. So and hey, Crystal Rolls, good to see you. So basically, hey, Marvin CB. Basically, she had made a joke about the R word charges, and he got upset, and he was like, "My wife ain't in with that. I'm not with that. The charges weren't." Basically, they were dropped because they didn't have nothing to charge them with, or something like that. He was saying. The part that I didn't like, though, for one,
him walking up on that lady like that.
Yeah, I feel like Will Smith has got people now walking up on comedians. Now, no, she should not be making jokes about the R word, but we know it's comedy. Comedians tell crazy jokes. And so I don't think that that warrants it. And then if you're there, because somebody in the comments was like, well, she shouldn't have been joking about the R word plus all of that with him being there. Comedians will joke about you with you being there. That's what they do. So I know you disagree.
I do disagree. And my issue is this, because when Nene was doing it, they was trying to cancel her. Do you remember that?
I think because they just didn't like Nene.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, and you can't you can't pick and choose. Like, are they jokes or are they not? To me, I just think that the R word is not a joke being mad, period. You know what I'm saying? Because if this is viral now, like if this is, really has happened, you're making fun of people who have been a victim of this. You know what I mean? But I also feel like on their side, like if they didn't really do it, then you can't put that stigma out there of people. I mean, I know it's already out there, but it feels like it had died down, and now like you're bringing it back up again.
Right. And look at what Sabrina said. And before I show what Sabrina said, hey, Nihar, just simply good to see you both as well. Let me take down this comment really quick, and I'm gonna put up what Sabrina Peterson said. She said, men don't appreciate women with that much aggression, and your definition of us doesn't include Black women. I said what I said, and I will see myself out. And so somebody was like, girl, bye, you've been canceled. Leave this man and his family alone. And so they were, of course, a lot of people did not like Sabrina Peterson because a lot of what she was saying didn't add up, and they were able to debunk some of the things that she said. Right. So my thing is, he did have a right to feel a way about it, but right. I don't like the aggression that was used. Like him, absolutely. I was wondering, like, where's security at when his arms are all over her? It looks like he has her kind of in a chokehold.
Well, she didn't have security. He had it because the guy walked up to the stage, the big guy. That's his security.
That's his security. Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, she probably can't afford her own personal security at this point. And the club bouncer would probably sitting at the front door, make sure to pat you down, make sure you ain't got no drugs or no, weapons on you. So that's probably their only security they had. It was like a little small comedy club. So I'm assuming that's where security was for her. But, to me, that was it looked very dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And when he walked up, she just started welling on him. I mean, because honestly, we did see Will Smith do it, and that's a man, and walking up on a woman like that. Like, it just didn't look good on his part for me at all.
And then he snatched the mic from her.
Yeah, like, it was so much aggression.
Yeah, not classy at all for him to be the mayor of Atlanta and to try to prove his case. That didn't prove it at all. I'm sorry. I would have thought he was trash, regardless of what she was joking about. No, you have your wife walk on me. Don't you, as a man, walk up on me.
And so, being the mayor of Atlanta is never going to happen.
But you know, he calls himself the self-proclaimed mayor of Atlanta. Hey, Andrea Harvey, good to see you. But yes,
I hated, when during COVID, when we were going through the whole thing where they had snatched them kids out that car, and then she went on to the news and she was like, T.I. has property and my kids are my kid. I'm like, girl, we don't care about none of that right now. What we care about it.
Huh? Keisha Lance Bottoms when she had kids,
She was like, I'm like, we don't care about that. They snatching kids out the car. And I did a whole thing on it. I privated it on my channel because I'm like, I don't know who like Keisha Lance Bottoms or not. But I do have it on, it's on my channel. But I made a video about it because I'm like, first of all, you should be worried about those kids that was in that car, period. Because what you asked for, even the news reported it, and I had documented all of it. The news reported, because she said that make sure that they're doing a peaceful protest. They were. The news said it was peaceful, everything. It didn't get violent until the cops started, handling on people. And I'm like, so you should be mad at the cops, not the kids that are driving down the street trying to go home. If that's the, we had that go home thing. If that was what they're in the car driving home. Like, what's why?
Right.
So Crystal, like, you're taking it for this man, and no, like you should be talking about that.
Right. Crystal Ross said, "Isn't most of her jokes about sex?" I've never heard of this comedian.
Me either.
So I wouldn't know it. But regardless of what her jokes are about, he was not warranted to me and walking up on her like that.
Absolutely not.
And hey, just a splash. I have the beginning part where he's talking. I guess I could play that too. So I'll play that. I wasn't going to. He's so long-winded. It just gets on my nerves. So I don't think I'll play it all the way through, but I'll show y'all what he said in the beginning. So let me go ahead and share again.
There is no charge. There is no charge. Evidence, because there was no crime. There is nothing to charge me for. Or no, shut the up for a second. Hey, no. As many times as you talk on that shit, I'm gonna check your mouth as long as it takes. When you stop talking about it, when you stop playing with me and mine, I'm gonna stop saying something. Ain't no mother case, ain't never been no mother case, cause I ain't did nothing wrong, and my wife ain't did nothing wrong. And if you keep on playing with me, I'm gonna continue to confront you publicly, verbally.
Yeah, he better have washed himself because it sounded like he was going another route. Yeah, and he had to
can't help it. My thing is this. When this all came out, I was like, Keisha Lance Bottoms never even let this ride because that's her celebrity status. She's not letting that ride. And then shortly after that, she's like, she's not gonna be our mayor anymore. I'm like, of course, girl. I know you're not. It makes sense because now you can't stick with this. They may, to me, this is my own conspiracy theory.
Who the heck is Bad Penny? And I don't mean to cut you off.
I don't know. I saw this. I don't know who that is either.
Yes. So I kind of have an idea. And no, she probably won't show up over here. No. I'll just say that I think I know who you're talking about. She won't show up. I don't believe so. Hey, healthier you with Mel. And hey, Vegas girl, good to see you.
But I just feel like she got them off of that. That's all. That's my conspiracy theory, and I believe it. Nobody can change my mind on that.
Hey, Edith. She said, makes me wonder how he speaks to his wife and daughters behind closed doors. This sis struck a nerve, right? And then he called her a ninja. He was talking to her like she was a man.
Yeah. He walked up on her like she was a man.
Yes. Yeah, I didn't like that at all. I lost even more respect for T.I. because for him to have those daughters and his wife and all of that who I'm with Edith, you never know how he's speaking to his family, the women.
It also makes you wonder about his sons. Like, do you teach them to do that to women?
Right. Because it kind of feels like now, even though Sabrina Peterson is problematic, it does feel like any women that are not closely related to him, he disregards, which is why he's in the trouble that he's in anyway. And not to say, all Black men are like this, but a lot of Black men are like this. They are only willing to protect the Black women that they are closely related to. Any woman that they're not related to that is Black, no. So Debonair, you're one of the first men that has openly said you want to protect all Black women, and it's been problematic for you or whatever. But no, a lot of men though, usually only it's their sisters, any woman that's closely related to them, that's who they're protecting. Every other Black woman is just a Black bee, a ninja. They view us, instead of viewing us as a partner or their counterpart, we are just they view us as an equal, as a man. That's how it feels. Like they're competing with us versus actually giving us some compassion and nurturing us. So because already they already are put off thinking that we have this strong Black woman persona, and it's not about being a strong Black woman. We're just assertive. We speak up for ourselves and we stand our ground. That doesn't take away the fact that we're still women that desire to be nurtured and treated like women, which is what we are. We're still women first. So
there was a dude, a gay guy who was on TikTok, and he kind of went in on heterosexual Black men. And it got to the point about Black women. And he was like, y'all think they need y'all. He was like, and really they don't. I mean, in this time and age, like, I mean, y'all haven't proved yourselves that y'all are needed. Like, y'all are so abusive to everybody in the Black community. It's hard to even respect you. You have to earn that respect. And there's some Black men out there who are really respectable. But, it does come down to stuff like this. It's like, how do you teach your sons, and how do you treat your family at home? And we did, somebody put it in the chat, we've seen how he treats Tiny. I don't think he treats women well.
Nihar, she said he disregards Tiny all day. Yeah. Exactly. I want to read Cocktails with Lovable Lee's comment. She said the way she explained it on her IG account, joked about it, something about marriage. He started heckling her all through the show. That's why she came up with a joke about the allegations of the sexual assault, or whatever.
And he's trying to be a comedian.
He's trying to what?
Be a comedian.
I saw.
You didn't know that? Oh, okay.
I did. I refused to watch it. Like he's never taken me as somebody that was funny.
Me either. I was like, even sir, like, you use so many big words. Like, are we even going to get the joke? We need something simple.
Think about his rap career. T.I. never was a rapper, like a comedy rapper. He would say stuff. It was more catchy and more about trapping and where he grew up. Yeah, more serious. Like
I can see Ludacris doing it,
Yes, definitely Ludacris, but not him. And Will Smith. Will Smith could have been a comedian as well.
Yeah,
because of the
other day. I was like,
what you say?
I don't think that Will Smith was a stand-up comedian. I don't think he would be funny, but
maybe that's why he did acting. But I think his acting career took off where he didn't even have to be a comedian like that. Yeah, a lot of comedians want to be actors. Like, to me, Chris Rock is a successful actor, which you didn't agree with, but he's a successful actor as well.
What is his successful movies?
I Think I Love My Wife, Good Hair.
I've seen that.
He was in New Jack City as Pookie. He played that part because it was
like a C role. Was that like
no? He had a major. To me, it wasn't. I would say it was a B role. It wasn't major, but it was memorable. However it was, and then a C role that he had. I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker. Shout out to Popcorn who reviewed it on her channel Blac Chyna. I think that's what. Yes. She reviewed it yesterday. He had a very small part on I'm gonna Get You, Sucker, but that was memorable. The one rib. So,
I don't want to call that a successful acting career though.
Oh my goodness. I actually like Chris Rock's acting more than his stand-up. Like, I hated Bigger and Blacker. I never liked his stand-up. I think he's loud. I'm more of a Cat Williams fan.
You know that guy, the white guy who plays Iago on Aladdin?
Wait, what did you say?
The white guy who played, he might not be white.
Oh, and he plays, Chris Rock was in Madagascar. He's been in Madagascar. He is the zebra.
But I'm saying the guy who plays the parrot in Aladdin,
Mm-hmm.
You know that guy I'm talking about?
No, I know. You said the parrot.
Yeah, he has that real scratchy. It sounds like Chris Rock. It's like a different version of Chris Rock.
Oh,
I feel like he would do good with like voiceovers, honestly.
and that's what he did because he was in Madagascar, wasn't he? And he was also in what's the movie with the I forgot the green Shrek.
Oh, Shrek. Yes. He was the
Yeah.
donkey. No.
Yes.
That was Eddie Murphy.
I thought that was him. I thought that
No,
was
that was
Chris
Eddie
Rock.
Murphy.
Maybe it was Eddie Murphy. Yeah, you know what? You're right. But I like Chris Rock. The series on Epix, I forgot the name. So he has a series on Epix as well.
Yeah,
so,
the thing is, we should be thinking this hard about what your roles were if you were a great actor.
Oh, MG. Oh. But no, going back to this lady comedian, he was wrong. Would he have done that to Mike Epps?
No.
Exactly. So why do black men, and you are a black man, why do they have all this energy towards black women? Is it because they know we can't defend ourselves? They know that they physically are stronger than us.
Well, no is a strong word because sometimes women will still beat you down as a man. So that's a strong word, but
did that
like
woman
they think I think they think that, you know what I'm saying, because it's a woman that feel like the way society has been taught, it's like the man is the top of the food chain, basically. You know, especially when it comes to black people, the black man is the top of the food chain, unless you have flaws, or, you know what I'm saying? There's just, that's what they are. So there's a lot of women who, even if he would have done that, would have kind of bowed down to him or backed away. But she was like, yo, I mean, I'm doing comedy, I'm doing my thing, this is my job. And I don't think that he was expecting that type of energy back. And I feel like she did stand her ground. The thing is that I'm glad that they didn't go the other way, because some guys that see women who do that treat them like they feel like they're acting like a man, so they go on and fight them like a man.
Yeah. With her, she looked small. He tried her, and it was because she was small. Because I'm gonna go, and that's who I know, that's the actor you were talking about in Aladdin, Gilbert.
Oh, yes.
And just a splash said nope to Mike Epps. Nehar's comment: would he have done it to Monique or some more? I don't think he would have did it to them because they're more legendary comedians. I think he would have had more respect. He probably would have wanted to talk to them behind the scenes, or would have been like, he would have played the victim, like, I can't believe they talked about me and they made fun of my allegations. But instead, he tried her because she was a young black girl. And that's another thing. A lot of times, especially being a young black woman, it is very hard in America, working in the corporate world, just living your daily life, because for some reason people treat you like trash. You're automatically a hoe, you're automatically dispensable. People want to hurt you, harm you, and it's like they don't care at all, and you have to be of a certain caliber for them not to want to hurt you. But sometimes that don't even matter. So for younger black women, I feel bad. Thankfully, you know, as I'm growing, I'm starting to get respect, but that took many years for me to get respect and demand respect. So
unless you are a child, children respect black women, but black men,
are you sure girl children are respected and protected? No.
At my schools, yes. They do not. The women at my school right now. Well, I mean, I'm telling you, they respect
that's the women. That's the women that are respecting the black girls.
The boys do too.
But well, growing up, I'll say a lot of young black girls have experienced disrespect from black men, from comments made, because there was a whole Twitter series, and I know a post on Facebook. Tell us about the time when a grown man first tried to talk to you, or when you were first introduced to sex. And it's sad. My experience, I was 11 years old when a grown man was hitting on me. Some women were even younger than me. So I don't feel like black women or black young girls have the same protection as our white counterparts.
Now, I will say this. I think that a lot of adult women flirt with a lot of young boys too. And speaking of school systems, at my school, me and my best friend were just on this the other day. There was a teacher at our school, and I just needed the video evidence of it, but it seemed like it, because the way she treated them, it was so like intimate. It was like they had something going on. They could come to her class. They didn't do any work. She passed all these boys. and she was really flirtatious with them. The girl, she hated them.
That's common too. That's common too for boys to be favored in our community and girls to be treated differently. That goes back to some mothers that treat their sons better than they do their daughters. So
that's stuff like the book that me and Busy are reading. This whole got roaches in her crib. The mom is doing that in that book.
Yes, we might need to do a more serious show about those issues in our community that happen like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this is a very good discussion. Even as I know that as a young black man, like women hit on me when I was young as well. Even now, like my mom had a birthday party, and my mom's friends are like 20 years older than me, and they're hitting on me. And they know I'm gay, but they still like I'm trying to see what's going to happen. To the point, like the lady made me walk her to her car to give me her phone number.
Yeah, black children need to be protected.
Yeah,
especially not just black girls but black boys too. But black girls, though, when we talk about respect level, I feel like we are the least respected.
Absolutely.
Let me read some of these comments. So Cocktails with Lovable Lee said, I don't care what the joke was about. You had a problem with the jokes. He should have left the club instead of walking on stage and getting aggressive with her. I 100% agree. Nihar said facts. Crystal Ross said, are these comedians clout chasing?
That's what it seems like to me, honestly. And now it does. I feel like Chris Rock got sold out shows now. Now all of a sudden, there's comedians that's coming out. Like I'm like, we haven't heard from you in years. What's going on here? You know, Jim Carrey, like where have you even been? All of a sudden now you're so disgusted and you like Will, but it's like just go mind your business like you've been doing. Because there's been stuff going on that you could have commented on, but this is what you chose.
Exactly. And Crystal Halls, I'm laughing because this is one of my favorite gospel sayings and songs. I'm just a nobody trying to tell everybody about Jesus. Takes me back to church. But I get what you're saying. Right, Chi-Town Grows. Where is Lisa? Oh, Lovable Lee. Is that Lisa?
I don't know.
Did I miss a comment? Chi-Town said that's what I initially thought as well. It seems very clout chasing to me. So maybe she was clout chasing, but does the clout chasing warrant this man getting aggressive with her? That's what I want to know.
Oh, I was talking about Will Smith when I said clout chasing. I don't think that girl was clout chasing.
Yeah, well, I think they're referring to the lady comedian that she was clout chasing.
Oh no, I don't think that she was clout chasing at all. I feel like T.I. got upset. I don't think that was. I don't think that was clout chasing at all. Because the girl is up here telling jokes, like, and she's like an unknown person. How do you have to set his ass down and not say nothing? We would not even know that she even said it.
Exactly. So, exactly. That is 100% facts. We would not have known anything about this had he had just calmed down.
Yeah.
Brought it on down. Like Candy, bring it
on down. Before I get to blowing up on you.
But yeah, I don't like that. My final thoughts on that. I don't like how aggressive he got, regardless of what her jokes was. Everybody in the comments is talking about how she shouldn't have made the jokes about the R allegations and all of that. But we can't tell somebody how to do their comedy show. It's very serious, and we all know a lot of comedians make jokes in poor taste. So,
well, the thing is that you can't say it's clout chasing because he started heckling her, and she wasn't making jokes about that.
Yeah.
So she wasn't clout chasing. He got his feelings.
Yes. Your final thoughts?
That's my final thought.
All right. Well, let's go to the next story. I saw you put Lorenz Tate on the thumbnail. Was there a story about Lorenz Tate?
That's what you sent me about him getting out of jail or something.
That was
Tory Lanez. Was it Tory Lanez?
I'm like, why is Lorenz Tate on?
I thought it said Lorenz Tate. I knew. I was like, why was Lorenz Tate in jail?
Well, let's go to some positive news before we go to Lorenz Tate.
I'm reading now. I can't believe I really did that. I thought it said Lorenz.
I'm like, what did Lorenz Tate do? I thought you had a story for us to talk about.
Well, we can. This is a small story. Why does this man look the same age as he was back when he made Love Jones?
He is aging like fine wine.
Absolutely.
The only thing I don't like about Lorenz Tate is I think he's shorter than me. I'm 5'7", and I don't even think he's 5'7".
Listen, if you got to stay short to look young for the rest of your life, I'm okay with that.
Oh yeah, you got to stay fun size.
And that's all Lorenz Tate story.
Yes. Yes. Let me go to these last two comments. Only one who could get away with that ish was Joan Rivers. Rest in peace. So yeah, nobody really ever tried Joan Rivers. Aging backwards. Yes. Then I want to talk about Mr. Kanye West. Let me take this comment down. He, according to Forbes, his net worth is $2 billion. And shout out to him. I watched his Netflix documentary or whatever it was. That was really, really good. I enjoyed it. It made me fall back in love with Kanye West because he had lost me once he got with, even though I like, and this is going to be problematic, I like Kim Kardashian. I know a lot of people can't stand her, but I do. I am a Kim Kardashian fan. But
I never really watched anything she did. You know that?
Huh?
I've never watched nothing that she's done. I know who she is.
Well,
I've never watched that show.
Tape.
I don't know anything that she.
Yeah, I watched her Ray J sex tape. I watched Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I watched. She was in The Marriage Counselor. Well,
she was a marriage counselor.
Well, the movie. What was the movie that they made the marriage counselor into? I forgot Tyler Perry's movie. But Cheryl just said he is 5'2".
Yes, pint size.
Crystal Ross said, "Is it okay to clap?" Yes. But yes, so Mr. Kanye West makes the latest Forbes list as his net worth increases to $2 billion. And what is your favorite Kanye West song?
Good morning. I love that song. When I was driving Lyft, I would play that in the morning time for my Lyft riders.
So when I make it on YouTube, because that is my what do they say? That's one of my daily aspirations, and I'm manifesting. I will play "Touch the Sky." That's my favorite Kanye West song, "Touch the Sky."
Okay.
And "When It All Falls Down," which is
You know, I love that. My other favorite song from his is that Big Brother song. It reminds me of one of my best friends I call my big brother. But I love that song.
Oh, that is so nice. Getting to the next story, I guess I can go to Paula Patton stuff. But
let's talk about this.
What you want to talk about that? So let me pause my other video. Let me go into my messages, and I gotta go to the actual story. I don't want to share my screen because I heard people been deleting messages on IG now. Can you put up a post talking about that?
I saw that.
But I'm gonna play. Let me go to the post, and I will play the clip with her chicken, and then I will play the response. So basically, Paula Patton, who she has a white mom and a black dad. She cooked her mother's recipe for chicken. She seasons the oil instead of the chicken. I'm gonna play that.
I've never heard of that before.
Me neither. Like, okay, let me pause it for a second, turn on the sound, and I will go ahead and share.
I'm gonna go on pause for a second too.
Okay.
Ooh, that's how you know it's good. Ooh, that's how you know it's good. That's how you know it's good. We're good now. Okay. Place these in, and then we're gonna begin the seasoning. So just wait. I think we're on this step 3. No, this is step 4. We're on step 4. Okay. Now the next process, step 5, is the seasoning. So it's just 3 ingredients that I use for seasoning fried chicken. My mother's recipe, I have to, so it's Lari seasoning salt, very important. Pepper, organic pepper. Paprika, organic. I try to do organic when I can. If you can't, no big deal. We just do the best we can. All right. So I start to dust it with the Lari salt, right? Each chicken gets enough, maybe a little too much, because I like it a little salty. Okay, each chicken gets a nice little dose of pepper. Ooh, that's how you know it's
So
good.
I'm gonna pause this. But my thought on that was, girl, what is you doing? Let me go ahead and stop sharing that chicken. I'll say this. Well, first of all, let me read y'all comments on the damn chicken. Oh, Cocktail said nope, nobody was going to come for Joan Rivers because Joan Rivers, she had to come back for that ass. Believe it, I agree. I was his auntie nurse. And yes, the chicken, although Robin has gone white, I know he was embarrassed for her. No, ma'am. Right. When I saw that chicken, I was lost. Now, a little story about me. I have a young mom. My mother, I was raised by a single mom, teenage mother. One of her first jobs was Church's Chicken, and when Church's Chicken was actually cooking the chicken and seasoning it, the basic seasonings that we used were seasoning salt, garlic powder, and pepper. Now, of course, my mother uses more seasoning on her own chicken, but Paula Patton, I just wonder how that chicken was. I just wonder what the flavor was going to be. Where's the onion powder? Where's the? It was missing some seasonings, and I like to season my chicken. I actually like to let my chicken marinate overnight in the seasonings, and then I also season my flour when I cook it, and then I fry it in my little hot grease. I don't know what that was. Oh, go ahead.
That was a debate actually on abortion. Let's throw this up over here too, because you said something that wasn't there, and I do the same thing that you do. So I was seasoning my chicken and my flour. The board was saying that they season the chicken before they put the flour on there, and then some people just season the flour. So in the chat, which of those three things do you guys do? Do you season your flour, your chicken, or do you season both?
Yeah, do you season both? And sometimes to like add even more flavor, I'll while I'm seasoning, I'll also put some hot sauce on it. So I actually put hot sauce on it first and then season it.
Yeah. Me too. Listen, sometimes and you know, now that they have that ranch seasonings salt stuff, so I use that too because I love that ranch chicken from Walmart. I was like, I want to make my own though. I love how much it tastes like. I'm like, all I need is the hot sauce now. So I love that. So I add that definitely in my flour and on my chicken.
Yeah, and Shirley's right. She was like, she don't know that seasoning not getting in the chicken. It's not, because the grease is just taking it right on off. Then the grease is like, I feel like killing the flavor, and then you got to drain the grease. And then when she was done with the chicken, it looked still pink in the middle. I didn't have that clip, but just a splash.
That was one of the clips that you showed that you had. What are the clips you had?
Where she took a bite. I'm gonna go to the other clip then. Just a splash says she seasons her chicken. Crystal Ross said both. Nihar said both. Okay. Cheryl said both. Okay. Andrea Harvey said both. Okay. And yes, it's backwards. Cocktails with Lovable Lee said, okay, everybody got a different way of seasoning chicken. Now, I never seen it done like that, but long as chicken tastes good and it was well done, chicken, I don't care. The chicken didn't look like it was well done. And why,
like, I'm not done yet.
Why did I say you like mayonnaise?
No, I like Miracle Whip. Thank you.
Oh, Midwest, that's what we used to make, Miracle Whip sandwiches. Where I'm from,
I hate when people use mayonnaise for like deviled eggs.
Oh,
and potato salad. I hate when they use it for that.
Actually, I do use with my potato salad, because I hate when people use sandwich spread for potato salad. And deviled eggs. I use mayonnaise, mustard, pickled relish, and paprika, and then I also season with a little bit of salt and pepper as well. So
now, I've never made potato salad a day in my life. My dad makes it, and he uses Miracle Whip.
So it's sweet.
But everybody, I'm telling you, my dad's potato salad is like the best. People come to stuff that we have just to have his potato salad.
Well, you have to taste my potato salad. I make collard greens. I am a soul food cooker.
I love greens and potato salad together, or greens or potato salad and baked beans, or that and macaroni and cheese and baked beans. Those are my favorite combinations.
And yes, Nihar, I do put eggs in my mac and cheese. People,
yes,
I know people don't like it, but yeah, that's how you get it to stick together when you bake it. So I do put.
Now, for me, I feel like I make the best macaroni and cheese in the world.
No, I've been told that I make the best mac and cheese. And instead of sour cream, my secret ingredient is actually cream of chicken, and I add that to add some flavor, and then some other stuff.
I'll boil my noodles in chicken broth.
Chicken broth, okay, to add some flavor. Paula Patton, everybody, not Paula Dean. Right. So I'm gonna play the other clip. So let's see if she has the finished chicken, because I didn't think I had that clip. So I'm gonna go ahead and share again.
Me and Busy will actually have a macaroni and cheese bake off.
Okay.
Yes. Let's see.
Ooh, that's how you know it's good. Okay. And we give it some paprika. All right. We wait to the next step now. Look, that's a good color. Because I'll probably flip it again, because I want this side to get all of the spices that the other side got, right? So I'm going to flip it. All right. So now we repeat. Okay, so these chickens are ready to go. Look at it, they're pretty, they're brown, they got a little crispiness on it. And now, okay, I should have shown you, put down some paper towels to soak up the grease.
I would not want to eat that. I'm sorry.
I would not eat it. She said she made it for her kids' school.
You see that pink?
And so then now the chicken.
And she gonna take a bite of it, and it's not even done.
Well, look, I'm gonna show you what made me mad. Right here, you put that back on that tray with the rest of that chicken,
and she giving it to the school. And she was giving it to the school.
Yes, that's what pissed me off.
Well, what pissed me off, I hate, I get so afraid of worms and stuff, because I've had food poisoning before. And so that chicken was not done. I didn't like seeing that pink in the middle of that chicken.
But you know what though? Honestly, the kids probably did. Like, they don't put seasoning on the
when she said she gave it to the school, I was like, them teachers probably threw that shit away. Because
the teacher probably was like, oh, we're not eating today.
And then it looked like all she did was burn the seasoning on the chicken. Well, like, I didn't understand.
At my school, if the food, like the regular food, don't look good, you can ask for a sandwich. So I'm pretty sure they had a lot of sandwiches that day.
So I'm gonna get to some of these comments. Cocktail said, I can't even talk. Cocktail said, that's so true, but Paula Dean can throw down in the kitchen. Right. Too bad. Didn't she get canceled because she had like a slave dinner or something like that?
That's something.
Right around that time, my mom bought Paula Dean's pot set because Paula Dean was canceled, and so it was like half price. Her little the pot set, it was nice. Original price like $3.49. Actually, she bought it for less than $100. So yes,
I'm on sales.
Just a splash that she didn't let it cook long enough. She didn't. She let that seasoning burn on top of it, and then she was like, "It's done." And then
that looked like when you let the chicken sit at the bottom of the pan too long. That was not the seasoning. And
then I just didn't like it in the way, I don't know. I didn't like the way she was flipping the chicken.
Yeah.
It just Kat says she said she fed it to her kid and all his classmates. Right. Yeah. Worms. Sure, yes, worms. That's what I think about. It's salmonella poison, whatever they call it. Salmonella is what it's called.
Salmonella.
Yes. Cocktail said, I'm sorry, Paula Patton need to go to Paula Dean. That's right. Nihar said, y'all remember back in the day, our moms reused the grease? Yes. Not fish grease, but chicken grease, French fry grease, bacon grease. My mother will reuse that. There was,
but that's what it looked like. It looked
other food grease can, right?
It looked like she had used like really old grease. That's what the chicken looked like when she got, when you use like like the grease been there for a long time. It was dark like that.
Exactly. That's because she put she put those
the seasoning in the grease.
Those seasonings, on that grease. Yes, and
I'm like,
5-minute
Mom, can
meals.
we get some chicken with our grease? Because I mean, the grease is more. They got more flavor.
Some grease with our chicken, yes. And that was a 5-minute meal. Cheryl said she got her pot set for $65. Yeah, I think that's what my mother paid. Yep, it's still here too. She let me have it. But that was a mess, and there was even white folks. I'm gonna just say white because I don't think YouTube gets offended by that. But they were saying that is not how we cook our chicken. So,
are you playing the other one?
What other one?
Or did you already play it? Was she?
The apology. Response? I'll show her response. So I'll share that. Let me go to it.
She was like, y'all, I mean, I know I messed up the chicken, but it's okay. My mom's making this, I may still make it, but I love the suggestions. I'm still going to eat the chicken and season the grease.
Yeah, like, no, girl. No, I wanted to say, let me pause this. I wanted to say, no, baby, go ahead and log off.
Log off on me, sweetie.
But let me go ahead and share it.
Oh, that's how you know. But hi everyone, how you guys doing out there? So I'm in Mexico with my son, and we're out here, anyways. And I woke up, and then people were like, "You see, on Instagram and TikTok and Twitter, they're talking about the way you fry chicken." I was like, "Oh no, what?" That's okay. I just wanted to respond and say, listen, I get it. It might look crazy. It is the way we do it. My mom taught me. It is my mom's recipe. I do believe in washing the chicken, and maybe the way the video was edited, it looks like I don't wash it long enough, but I definitely do because I feed it to my son, and I fed it to his whole school. That batch I made it for his school.
Poor baby.
But anyways, it's all good because everybody's got their own way of making things, and I'll take suggestions. I make a new kind of fried chicken. Hi everyone, how you guys doing out there? So I'm in, but I'm gonna always make my mom's chicken the way that she did it. We put the seasoning in the oil and all that. It's just the way we do it. But that's all good. I just wanted to send everybody love. I appreciate the comments and the room for improvement, and to know that this is just the old family recipe. That's how we do it. But it's all good. So I hope you all have a wonderful Tuesday. Sending you all love. Mwah. Bye.
Oh, she's so sweet.
I know it makes you still feel bad for her, but I don't.
Yeah.
She was like, "This is the way I like to do it." No, but we're teaching you the right way, and I need you to pick up on the tips that people are giving you, ma'am. I know that's how your mom made it, but everything that our moms and our dads taught us was not always right, and that chicken was not it.
Right. And hey, Levance. Hey, Levance.
Imagine when she gets some real chicken with some real flavor on it.
I know. She was like, "I like my chicken salty." Hey, Red Label Confessions and Reaction. Cute.
She was like, "I got the recipe from my mom, and I'm still gonna keep doing it." But I mean, thank you for the critiques. I'm so elated that you guys are even talking about this. But yes, I'm going to make that chicken for my kids because it's my mom's recipe, and I will try y'all's. But it's gonna be nasty to me.
And Q said, "Which parent is white?" Based off of the recipe, you should know.
Her mom. Where was
being her mom's recipe?
The thing is, most of the time, the black dads be in the kitchen cooking.
What'd you say?
I've always a lot of times, I've noticed the black dads be cooking. Like, what was going on with the dad? He can't cook.
Exactly.
And she feed it to her kids, but he eats it too.
And as quiet as
I know he was not raised on that kind of chicken.
Exactly. My husband can fry some really good chicken wings, so I actually prefer his over mine. Even because he knows how to get the grease at the right temperature and he drops it in there. See, I fry mine in an actual frying pan. He uses a pot, and he deep fries it or something. Yeah. So it tastes good. So you
that way you gotta do all that flipping and stuff.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get a
deep fryer
though. A deep fryer.
Yeah.
I've done wings in the air fryer. Really, the only thing I put in the air fryer is like my leftover chicken, just to get it back fresh again. Oh, and here, okay, I fed my dirty, unwashed, unseasoned, undercooked chicken to my son's entire school. And yes, I agree with Crystal. It's given throw all the seasoning away. Throw away all the seasoning, right? Yes. And what Nihar says, show we need to invest in Le Creuset potware to make colonizers lose their mind like Madam VP did. Laugh out loud. Nihar. And yes, Levon, it was a mess.
This is my son's chicken. I feed him every day.
No,
it's still
like,
good.
girl,
I go to whole school.
Girl, like you admitting that you poisoning them kids.
Right. So they get sick now. We know where it came from.
Right. Nihar said he could cook, but he wasn't at home. Laugh out loud to cook. Right. I was wondering where the daddy was. Yes, I love my air fryer too.
He was probably out getting Popeyes.
Right. While the mama was seasoning the oil, getting the oil ready with the seasoning. Yes, and yes, a deep fryer. See where labels say get your deep fryer and cook that shit outside in the garage, right?
Outside,
I love deep fryer. I know, because I was gonna say, my mother-in-law has a deep fryer. She was gonna give it to us because she doesn't cook as much and she does not eat meat really anymore. So the deep fryer, you can cook. It was like 2 sides or whatever. You can cook the chicken plus the French fries or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, we made so good.
Yeah, we made catfish in it the last time. Catfish nuggets. You know, Black folks, we love us some catfish nuggets.
I love catfish.
Yes. Really was saying can't have my house smelling like grease. Okay, understandable.
Okay. I love how the seasonings go through my house. Like, if you season your food good, it don't smell like grease. It smell like the seasonings on that chicken.
See, right. I do like organic seasoning. Because I do on Thanksgiving and Christmas, since lately I've had to cook. I cook a garlic herb turkey and a garlic herb roasted chicken. And so I buy the organic smoked paprika and all of that. But
did you buy organic flour?
No.
Because that's what she said. Somebody said in the comment too. It was like, what is that?
I buy real flour. Organic season. Really, the only thing organic is I buy cracked pepper because the recipe for the turkey calls for cracked pepper or cracked pepper, and so that's organic, and the smoked paprika. But other than that, everything else is just regular. And the thing I need to do a cooking show. The thing I like about this turkey, instead of, you know how you can put a turkey on like a grill or whatever in the turkey tray. This one, you use heads of garlic, you chop them in half, and you put that.
Sounds good. I'll tell you something else that you could try to do too. My mom accidentally one time cooked her turkey upside down. So all the juices actually went to the top of the turkey.
The first 30 minutes of the turkey I cook, you cook upside down, and I put on the convection oven. And so it cooks at a certain heat. And then after the 30 minutes, you turn it over. You baste it with the juices from the garlic, lemon. It calls for rosemary, basil leaf. Like,
I need to know something. I need to try this.
Yes, my family loved it. I've never had a turkey so flavored. So yeah, I'm gonna send it to you, Deb. So it'll be
I'm gonna try that.
I'm gonna go to these comments. Shutdown said the daddy was outside. Wait, the daddy was at his side piece. Black eating some good chicken. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't thought of that. You know that blues song, Side Piece.
Yeah.
That's what I thought of.
Listen, it made me think of Aretha Franklin's story.
Yes, right. So now if you're not a good cook, that's why they made restaurants like KFC, Popeyes, and Church's Chicken. Okay, so you can go buy a big box of chicken from them, then you can take it to your school, right?
Absolutely.
I bet them kids would have loved a bucket of Popeyes or even KFC.
I'm telling you right now,
crispy.
Especially they like the chicken that she made. Oh, they're gonna be in for a treat.
Oh, so Chi-Town doesn't fry in her house. They fry on the patio. I fry in my house.
Me too.
And Levon said, "Don't sleep on Popeyes." Not gonna lie, that spicy chicken, Sandy, hits when you take it home and add some pepper jack cheese. I love Popeyes. I love Popeyes.
But biscuits too. Wait, do you like Popeyes or KFC better?
I like Popeyes better, but I'll eat KFC. I love My husband hates it, but I love KFC original recipe. I do.
Oh my God. This is why we're friends. Listen, I love Popeye's chicken, but I just love that original recipe from KFC.
My husband hates it. And on Sundays, because Sundays is really when I cook like a really large dinner. And when I say I DoorDash KFC, he loses it. He can't stand it. And I be like, original recipe.
I have that original recipe for whatever's in it. It just tastes so good to me. And I love Popeyes, but if I had to choose, I would pick KFC original recipe.
Me too. I like it too, and I love it with the mashed potatoes and the gravy because I smothered it in the gravy.
I'm on the DoorDash song. Stop.
So Red Label said, Deb, I can tell whose home is clear and whose is seasoned. You don't want that smell when showing a house, right?
Oh, I ain't showing a house.
And hey, Andrea Nelson, I think this is the first time I'm seeing you over here, but hey, good to see you. Nihar said,
because it's on his clothes. I get it. Okay.
Yes. Hell, my churches have a happy hour on Wednesdays from 2 to 4. You can get 2 pieces and a biscuit for $2.99. You know, in Texas, when I lived in Texas, Tuesdays was, I guess, Popeyes $2.99 or whatever. Actually, you could get a 2-piece at Popeyes for, I'm sorry. It was $2.99. You 2-piece at Popeyes you can get on Tuesdays. And the Popeyes in Texas will run out. And this is why I miss Texas. For those that don't know, I moved to Georgia once I married my husband, but I had been living in Texas for many years. My family is actually from Texas, even though I'm from Wisconsin. After college,
long distance dating? There were long distance dating?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And he should have moved to Texas versus me moving to Georgia. But Texas, I loved it because Mondays we would go to this place called Lucy's that had $2.99 chicken dinners there. Then on Tuesdays it was Popeyes with the $2.99 special. Wednesdays was KFC with the $1.99 special. I think you could get like 2 pieces with a side. Thursdays was we would go to this Mexican restaurant that had $2.99 plates, enchiladas, and it was enchiladas and I forgot the other thing. Fajitas for $2.99 with the $1.99 margarita. And then Friday was happy hour everywhere. So I would go for usually Fridays I did sushi. I would go to a place called Chaucer's and get me the sushi with the $5 Patron shots. So like every day of the week I do the special.
I would never cook.
I didn't cook. Only time I cooked, because at that time I was a single mom. It was just me and my son. I would cook Saturdays and Sundays. And of course, my son, I cooked every day for him. But Saturdays was pizza and Sundays I would cook our actual meal. So Andrea said, have you tried to bribe your turkey? You said brine, the most moist turkey ever. Yeah, that sounds good. Oh, she means brine, right? Candy, you sound like you can throw down. Yes, I can throw down.
Jay never invited me over for dinner.
I will one day. You'll have to come and have dinner with me and the hubby. Cheryl said, if you want organic, just grow it in your backyard. Right.
That's what I really want to do. I'm gonna get some planters in front of my house now and do that. I really want to grow my own stuff.
I do too. My grandmother used to, because I remember I miss my grandmas. Both of them are deceased now. But my mother's mother had a garden with corn, green and red peppers, like onions, all of that. And she would make an omelet with the things in her garden, and I miss it. Like
my grandmother, I lived in the house with her. I lived in the house with her until I was like 13. But we did a garden every year. We had a grapevine in our backyard too. And when I was in Maryland, I went to the vineyard with my friends, and the Uber driver was like, "What is this?" I'm like, "You don't know what this is?" I'm like thinking everybody had a grapevine, and he was like, "No," but I was like, "Oh, this is a vineyard." He was like, "Oh, so you don't see the little things over there for the grapevines?" But yeah, we had a grapevine, and we had an apple tree in our backyard too. So
we had an apple tree too in Wisconsin.
Okay, yeah, all my friends used to love coming over to my grandma's house because it was always like fresh fruit and fresh vegetables when she cooked.
Yes. My grandmother, my mother's mother, her father had a plum tree in his yard. My great grandfather lived until I was 13. So my earlier years going to Nacogdoches, Texas. That's where we would go. I'm trying not to give too much personal information about myself because I know YouTube is crazy. But I love talking about these memories. But he had a plum tree, and my memory of them plums, because real plums are really, really small. And so they were so good. He had a plum tree in front of the house. And I remember taking plums off that tree, and them fire ants was tearing my feet up, going down. But the plum tree was so good.
I would love a plum tree.
Yeah, I was willing to risk it all. Like, y'all could eat my feet down to the bone. I want them plums off the tree.
You know what I would really love to grow too is peaches.
Yes, peaches are.
Those are really good fresh.
Yes, I'm gonna read some of these comments and then we will get off here. We've been on for.
We went on a whole tangent about food.
I know. Chi-Town said yes. I like original in the spicy from KFC. They don't have the actual the spicy that they had in the 90s. They don't even have that anymore. Now I do still get the hot wings at KFC.
Oh, and those honey barbecue wings. Oh,
yes. Andrea said, when I fry, I have all the windows open to air out the house. I love the fried smell, so I don't air out nothing. Andrea Harvey said her husband loves KFC. Oh. Yeah, so it looks like everybody. Hey, Rashida, good to see you. What'd you say?
I'm about to order KFC.
And thank you, Andrea, for subscribing to my channel. I had been subscribed to you. I just have my subscribers off. But I usually be in the bushes of a lot of channels, so I actually subscribe to a lot of channels. I just don't comment. Let's see. Hey, Mimi Twin, good to see you. And everybody's saying hello. I know we're making you hungry. Really was a damn Kenny. That's a lot of chicken in a week, ma'am. Yes, I it's better than eating beef. I don't like eating a lot of red meat. We had Lucy's in Oklahoma, right? Yes. Do we have them in? They had them in Dallas. I don't even live in Dallas anymore. Nihar said urban farming. I want some chicken. Still researching because eggs are hella high. Right.
Oh yeah.
And yes, them fire ants used to tear up my feet. Yes, plum trees are good. My grandparents in Texas had a garden, peach, pear, and apple tree. Right. Oh, I love Texas because Texas, you can get like 4 seasons in Texas, depending on the part that you live. My family is from East Texas. That's where we're from. So we get all majority of the seasons. I know Amarillo, Northern Texas gets snow and all of that, but we got snow, but it wasn't as bad.
But when it gets cold to Texas, like it's like Atlanta. They shut the whole shit down. Like it's cold before it even snows.
And Nihar, I was doxxed. I didn't know I was doxxed.
What?
When was I doxxed? I didn't know I was doxxed. But yeah, they're subbies now. Cheryl, Liberian cayenne pepper, said my brother-in-law is Jamaican and he grows all his food. Yes, that's the way to go. With the way that food is now very expensive. And so I was watching a TikTok because that's my new thing to do. I watch TikToks to relax for some reason. It's crazy because TikToks be crazy.
I just get drawn into it. I can't stop.
Yeah, I can't either. And I be on the wrong side of TikTok sometimes. I be wondering, like, how does this show up on my For You page? But no, they were saying, I saw TikTok of a white man. He was talking about the inflation and the prices and that we've been through this before with what we're going through now. But he was telling people to buy rice, beans, look, you know, the common stuff that they tell people to buy.
The last thing don't go bad.
Yes, non-perishable items, basically. Yeah.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, when I get my house, I'm gonna have a garden in my backyard. You're gonna be able to come over. We're gonna sit in that garden and have a ball back there because I cannot wait to have a house. My garden gonna be the whole backyard.
Right. And yeah, Chantel said she had a peach tree. Oh, Andrea Nelson, thank you for the hearts. And yes, the fire ants in Texas are no joke. Like, I cannot stand the fire ants. But what are your final thoughts? We didn't get to all the topics, which I do like sometimes when we don't get to all of them.
Yeah. My final thoughts is T.I. needs to sit down. What else did we talk about? What was the other story?
We had talked about
it's about her frying that chicken.
Yeah, and
listen, ma'am, take the advice of the people that gave you the advice for your chicken. Stop using your mom's recipe. It's okay. Your mom will still love you later on. Get some KFC.
Exactly. And I need to hear this story of Chi-Town finding out how she's allergic to fire ants. Rashida said she is near ATL and it's been raining for 40 days and 40 nights.
Okay.
We're both, I think us three are in ATL.
Listen, when I flew in here on Tuesday or Monday, was it Monday? Tuesday, the turbulence was horrible because of the weather.
Oh my goodness. See, I can't do turbulence. And depending on the airline you fly, though, it'd be seeming like the turbulence is worse on certain airlines. I used to hate. I fly Delta all the time too, but I do not fly Spirit anymore because they take the cheapest route. They take the cheapest route to. I flew Spirit coming back from because my mom is in California, but coming back from California to here, that was a horrible flight with turbulence. Going to DC, I usually will fly Delta or sometimes Southwest. Southwest be.
If I'm going up into Maryland, I'm gonna fly Southwest into BWI and take the train into DC.
I was gonna say I usually fly into BWI. I rent a car and then I drive to DC. Okay. It's rare. The only other airline I will fly into is Dulles. I rarely fly into Reagan. And you
Listen,
know, I don't know, you know, I used.
Yeah. Do not do Dulles slander. I used to work in that airport as a flight attendant.
Yeah, well, I lived in DC as well, telling more personal information. So yeah, and prior to college, I lived in DC after moving from Wisconsin. So
Dulles was you there?
We lived in DC from 2000 to 2005, and so my college years. Okay, and then
I was there 2014.
And then my ex-husband is still in DC. So technically, if you were to look me up, which y'all wouldn't be able to find me for real because I have 2 married names and a maiden name. Yeah, my first husband lives in DC. And so even though we were like long distance, technically my address was a DC address. So I had a DC address for about 10 years.
Okay.
Yes.
So between living in Atlanta and there, which one do you like better?
I like DC.
Me too.
It's just expensive.
It's too expensive. I would move back in a heartbeat if I could.
Yes, it's too expensive, and I lived in Montgomery County. Oh, hey, Adrian, this is my classmate. He said, "Oh man, I missed y'all talking about the big dummy T.I." Yes, you gotta catch the replay. You gotta catch the replay. Don't fly Southwest. I heard it was just an issue. Some man was playing with himself on the Southwest Airlines. I was listening to listening to what was I listening to? Either I don't know if it was 10 actually it was 103.3 in the afternoon. They were talking about a guy that was playing with himself online or on the flight for 2.5 hours, and he asked, it was a lady that recorded it. I gotta look it up. A lady recorded it, and he gonna say there was a witness that told him it was okay for him to pull out his Jimmy and play with himself, and we all know that's a lie. So
wait, somebody might have wanted to watch him though on the plane. They just know she was recording. That might have been true. I mean, with OnlyFans going on right now for the content they got to do, I'm pretty sure that if he did ask, somebody probably did tell him yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because OnlyFans is a big thing. This is the location of what you're doing it at.
I think it was an athlete. I'm gonna look up the story because I didn't even look his name. Yeah, I believe it was today. I know. I wasn't even thinking about it. I just heard it on the radio today on I think I was listening to 103.3. And they were talking about it. Yes.
I want to know who that was.
Let me go to some of these comments.
Is the video floating around?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Cocktail said I only live 2 places: Memphis, Tennessee, where I was born, and live in ATL. I think we've all made our way down here. Yes, DC. Let them know at the candy shop. Don't even try it with the doxing issue. They do it all the time on Spirit. Yes, with that turbulence. Yes. Cocktail said, "Don't nobody care about Rob and Blac Chyna custody agreement." Okay. Oh, I forgot about that. And plus, I like the topics talked about tonight. Right. We didn't talk about them. I totally forgot about it.
Honestly, I was hoping we did. I didn't know nothing about it. I really don't care about Blac Chyna and Rob either. But we did. This was fun. This was good.
Yes. So everybody, catch us soon on game night.
Oh yes,
I think me and you both are on Red Label and Confessions game night at 10:30. Levon will be there. Kat will be there. Me and Lil Debonair. I don't know who else, but catch us there. And yes, they thought they was doxing me, but they wasn't the right the people. First of all, when I come up, I don't come up by my actual married name right now. I usually come up by my previous married name. So it's not the right Candace.
Oh, and next week we'll be on my channel.
Yes. Next week we will be on Sedebinair's channel. And yes, Andrea, it is very disgusting. Yeah, she's right. His name is Antonio Sherrod McGarity. Is he an athlete, Andrea Nelson? Who is he?
Keep that up. Keep that up so I can type this.
Oh, I'll go back to it. Antonio Sherrod McGarity.
All right, got it.
Yes. And yes, thank you, Andrea. And thank you, Rashida, for the $5 super chat.
Oh, this is the first one that popped up.
Thank you for the love. And yes, Q is going live on his channel, game night at 10:30. Levon Say will be there. I love saying Levon Say. Yes, thank you for the super chat. Thank you, the real lovely C. Make sure you all subscribe to her as well. She is a content creator. She covers I think Sisters on BET plus Ready to Love. I don't know if she covers Put a Ring on It, but make sure you subscribe. We previously did Ready to Love. Real lovely C. I had stopped reviewing it because the Potomac Ready to Love pissed me off this season, so I didn't review it anymore. Andrea says she doesn't know if he's an athlete. Okay. Oh, thank you, Nihar, for the super chat. $10. Thank you.
It doesn't say he's an athlete, though.
What is he?
It doesn't
say. Why is he playing with himself?
It doesn't. They said he pulled his thing out 4 times.
OMG. Like, those disgusting.
Well, she said at least 4 times, so it could have been more than that. Wow. Why don't I get on flights like that? I would record, but I wouldn't tell on you.
I don't know. I don't like that. It is so crazy. I'm a sexual person, but I don't like stuff like that. That's in public.
I get the thrill of it, but if there's children or people around, you know what I'm saying? That's different.
I don't care if it's not children around. I don't like it.
I'm not pulling mine out, y'all. Let me make this very clear. I'm not pulling mine out.
I just feel like you're a freaking deviant if you have to do that.
I just think it's the thrill
and
of
then
it. Like,
you don't have a woman. You don't have your partner there with you, your woman, your man, whoever you with.
His partner is OnlyFans. I'm telling you that was his. If he was probably making money on OnlyFans, he was like, "I need a new thing. The plane is the thing to do."
I would have been so disgusted and bothered. I'm sorry. I would have been a whole Karen on that flight. Like, this man is pulling out his telling the story. Yes. Yes.
I would have watched.
Oh, so debonair. Well, you could have sat next to him. You could sit next to the nasty man.
You want me to put up my jacket for you?
The nasty man. And Shaidan said guilty. She loves public sex. He was having sex with himself, though.
That's okay with me. Now, if it was little, I'd be like, "Sir, put that away." This ain't even worth it. Put it away.
I can't. And thank you, Nihar. I love you. Gonna always support at the candy shop because she doesn't block or time me out side-eyeing the other content creators in this sector. Right. I rarely block people unless you're blatantly disrespectful to me. But other than that, I don't block. Well, I block the little Russian trolls. I'll block.
I did that too. You know, one time I accidentally told them to block busy, and they did on my channel.
OMG. So then, if I was busy,
Okay,
I would have threw that food on YouTube.
Timed them out for real.
I would have threw that food on YouTube. Like, you got people blocking me and shit on YouTube.
Well, look, it's okay because I rarely have mine now, so it's okay now.
Right. Well, see, Chi-Town agrees. That's so sexist girls. Like, do that in your home. Why you gotta do it with people on the plane? Like, I'm just trying to get home and you want to have a good time.
So, Nia, are you rather him busted down with somebody on the plane where it's very obvious they're having sex versus him doing it by himself?
It's just, he's a deviant because I'll be like, what are you thinking about? Why are you pulling this out? Why, like, Then he talked about, he asked the woman, was it okay? And she said yes.
I didn't see that in this report at all.
She threw her hands up. Well, this is what I heard on the radio. He said the woman threw her hands up and was like, why not? Or something like that. And that was,
they put him on the no-fly list.
That's as they should.
But yeah, this is 12 News. I don't see that part where he asked somebody.
And no, Chi-Town, I am not in the Mile High Club. I am a prude when it comes to stuff like that. So I'm sorry, I'm not getting down like that. I'm not getting down like that. I might be the candy shop, but I'm not the candy shop in the air. This is Candace, and I'm looking at you crazy in the air. The candy shop is in the comfort of my home.
The candy shop closes when that plane door closes.
And I'll be side-eyeing you. Yes. I am all the way at Karen, but this was fun. Thank y'all for joining us. Make sure you join us next week on Sodeb's channel. We will have some really good topics.
Real quick. Okay, this is what it says. Real quick. Sorry. Real quick. It says allegedly he admitted to masturbating during the flight and was aware the woman sitting next to him could see what he was doing, but he claims he thought the woman wasn't uncomfortable with his behavior. So maybe that's what they meant.
No, he says a witness. He asked the witness, was it okay? And she threw her hands up and was like, why not? That was what I heard on the radio.
I want to see that report.
We're like, who would say that?
This is breaking news for me, y'all. I'm sorry. I love these type of stories. But let's go because we know the hour's we've been past that hour.
Yeah, so we got 10 minutes to get ready for Red Label's show. Absolutely. So, thank you, Nia. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Also, subscribe to So Debonair. His channel is in the description. Thank you all for the love. Good night, everybody.
All right, y'all. Well, not good night. We'll see y'all in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, we'll see y'all in 10 minutes.
And all y'all go over there, please. Thank you.
Yes, meet us at Red Label's channel. I'm trying to look for my damn. I'm so tipsy. I can't even find my little.
You're gonna be a mess at game night.
Here we go. But I want to welcome everybody to my channel, The Candy Shop. I am so excited. The Candy Shop.